Hi my friends, it's Coach Vigue. If you'd like to skip ahead to the stretch, I'll put the time right down there. You can skip ahead. I want to talk about something first. It's something I've dreaded talking about since I started doing videos, but last week we had to say goodbye to Addie. Addie is our dog. I'm going to put her picture up there on the screen. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you've probably seen Addie, our beautiful little orange golden dog that looked like Doug from the movie Up. She's been in thousands of my videos, dating back to 2012 when we first got her as a rescue dog. In fact, it was just about a little over a week ago I was filming with her right over there. I never filmed with her by the lake, of course, because of the gators, but there's a whole area up there that since 2012 I filmed all over with her. She's definitely a part of the family. It's been a heck of a week. I wasn't even sure what I was going to say on this video, so I'm just going with this, kind of apropos that the clouds came in. Yeah, we had her for 12 years and 4 months. A friend of mine asked me a few days ago how I was doing, and all I could say was I just hurt so bad. Again, Addie was a member of the family. It's been very painful. It's been very necessary. I believe when somebody or some beast, I always called her my little beast, means so much to you, you have to take some time. I've been laying low, spending time with family and doing some other things. I haven't felt much like filming or doing anything. And just swimming through the pain of losing Addie. I walk around the house still calling out her name. And it's not so strange because I talk to myself all the time anyway. But I walk around, Addie. I tell you, my hands miss her so much. You see in the videos how furry she was. Like I so badly want to pet her ears and her under her chin and her little butt fro and one of my mottos with Addie was there's always time for a belly rub. There's always time for a belly rub. I'd be outside with her and she would roll on her back, even if I had to go somewhere, even if I had to get my appendix removed. You always rub her belly. Yeah, she's very happy about that. She was 12 years and 4 months. The last few weeks she had been definitely been slowing down. She had been having some issues moving, breathing. So I don't want to talk about all of it, but it was last week, took her in for x-rays, and she wasn't doing well at all, and they found some horrible things going on. So my wife and I got to spend some time with her. Got to spend some time with her at the vet, and then I was fortunate enough to be able to hold her and talk to her and pet her and pray for her like I always do as she passed, and I spent some time with her after that, just talking to her and trying to make sense of all of it. I have no revelations, it's not for me to understand all this. I did the same thing with my mom and dad, and you do everything you can to make it as peaceful and as blessed, and you pray for them and pray for them and pray for them and help them in any way you can. So once you get through this initial pain, which is starting to subside a little bit, thank God, but then you can really sit back and think about, I could think about Addie and I could talk about her more. That's really all I want to do right now is talk about her. Other people want to talk about other things. Like, who gives a crap? I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Addie. Let's tell Addie stories. Let's toast to Addie, And but it was such a blessing to be there with her when she passed, and she looked great, and she still had that beautiful fur, and she was happy as can be. That's how it is, right? That your dog moves on, or your parents, but we're left behind to pick up the pieces and attempt to make sense of it, which doesn't. But once you get through that point, you could just be so thankful for her. And I always said that my two secret weapons for filming, and I've been filming since 2009 before Addie came along. My two secret weapons were my dad and Addie. My dad passed 7 years ago, almost to the day. And now Addie's left us until I see him again. So I hope I'm interesting enough. I hope you're stuck with this guy. My son Dane, God bless him, he's 5. We told him afterwards when he came home from school and stuff, we told him, and we didn't know how he was going to react, and once he found out, he just cried. He cried for about 20 or 30 minutes, just a really heavy cry. Mom held him, I sat next to him, we're all just in another dimension, trying to make sense of it, and then he stopped, and he's been okay. We've had a lot of talks about it, which I've loved, talking about Addie and life and death and heaven and afterlife and questions about, the big questions that sometimes you think you can answer, and then life throws you a loop and you're right back to knowing nothing. We went to the doctor the other day for his checkup, and for me to get a whole bunch of cocaine. No, I'm not. No coke. No. But after we left the building, he just wanted to sit down on the bench outside, and we talked for about 45 minutes about Addie, and he wants to hear about all the people that Addie's seeing in heaven now that she's gone. So we're talking about my parents and all this, and it's just such a beautiful thing. Emotion, it's emotion, but it's so beautiful to be able to talk about these things with them. And we've had many of these talks, and anyway, that's Addie. 12 years she was with us. She was with us everywhere. We took her everywhere. She was in Florida twice. She was in Colorado for a while, in Wisconsin and Illinois, and everywhere we go, she was with us. She even went up to Tennessee with us. We went up there a few months ago. Poor girl had the poops, so all hours of the night I'd take her out. She just had the poop. She ate something, and she would put her legs out and just scoop after she would poop. And there were leaves everywhere. It's about that much leaves in Tennessee in November. So she was like a Zamboni. But once they leave, you spend the rest of your life unpacking all these amazing memories that I was aware of when she was here, but they become so much more special when they're gone. But yeah, filmed with her everywhere. I have so much footage of her. I'm going to keep putting it into the videos because she's Sean Vigue Fitness. She was with me. It's just that's life. It's just crazy. But if you'd like, leave a comment down below your favorite memory of her in the videos. Maybe you know her in person. When I teach live classes, a lot of people will come that follow me online, and they'll want to meet Addie. Where's Addie? A few times in Colorado, I would know ahead of time, so I'd bring Addie to the gym, and I think more people wanted to see Addie, and she's if you're lucky, she'll hump you. But she would only do that when I would hit record on the camera. She never did it off camera, so she was more of like a contract player. Camera's on, humping begins. Little girl, little beast, the teeny tinies, the houtinis, all the nicknames. God bless you if you're still watching this. I know a lot of you have had dogs or people that have meant so much to you that have passed on. So we're all in this together. We all go through it. When I lost my parents, I realized I was part of a certain group. You don't want to be in that group, but you are, and you're honored by it, and you do what you can, God willing. But leave your favorite memory of her down below. Maybe it's anything. She liked to roll in the grass over there, always rolling, always humping, wandering off the set, trying to go in the woods, chasing things. Squirrel! But I love to film with her because that's my videos. I'm out here sitting in the grass with the ducks that people don't know they're fake or not. By now, I would hope you would know that they're maybe fake because they've been there for about 4 years. But I know I'm going to get home and think, I should have said this and this. But, Addie, God bless her. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do a little stretch routine here. It's stress relief, anxiety relief. I don't have anxiety, but it's that knot that's been right in here for the last week. It's getting better. I know it does, but it's subsiding. But it's that pain. You just hurt, and it's so sudden with a dog. Because my dad always said that, dogs, it's such a blessing and a curse because they just don't live that long. 12 years and 4 months is very good for a larger dog like Addie, a beast like her, a bear. She's in her 80s, but then when they get sick, it can happen so quickly, the falling, and the dust settles and you're confused. And the next morning after she passed was the toughest for my wife and I. We were just everywhere in that house is Addie, you go over and snuggle with her. But I think in my videos to come too, I'm going to be coming back with a vengeance. I've taken about a week off, but I'll definitely be talking a lot about her. I might even talk to her because that's what I do. I talk to myself all the time. I'll be at Publix talking to the eggs. And Dane's like, Dad, what are you doing? I was talking to the eggs. Okay. All right, my friends. Well, God bless you all. Thanks for listening. And let's do a stretch. All right, my friends. So let's do some longer holds, relax, breathe deep. Great for anything, resetting, focusing, pulling it back, and always enjoying ourselves, right? Enjoy yourself in these stretches. And here, tell George Harrison, here comes the sun. Let's start in child's pose. Take the knees wide. Breathe however you like. I'm not going to lay some breathing stipulations on you, but make sure you are inhaling and exhaling. Press it back. Relax down. Fingers and toes are loose. We have a lovely breeze going through here. I have been stretching every night. I've been taking really long walks with no distractions, just walking and talking and praying and hitting the gym. The movement is definitely a blessing. I love moving. Use it for everything. Sway it back and forth. Your body gets stuck, your mind gets stuck, everything else gets stuck. Keep it flowing. Keep that breath. Keep getting sleep and hydrating. All right, let's thread that needle. Take that right hand forward. Left arm's gonna reach up and thread that baby through. I'm keeping an eye out. There's turkeys all around me. This is Wild Turkey Lane right here. And they get really shy, and I wanna let them know they can pass. We have a relationship. Now this arm comes through. Let's gently massage forward and back if you like. Oh, it does wonders for your shoulders, shoulder tension, neck tension in your chest and back. You got to take care of yourself. When things go off in your life, eat healthy, do what you can. Because if your body starts to go south as well, you get sick, well, everything gets worse, doesn't it? All right, my friend, let's thread on the other side. Currently threading. There was a gator here a few days ago. I'm just keeping an eye out for him. Say hi if he comes through. And arm through. Enjoy, breathe. Lots of breath. All right, my friend, one more breath. Massage that beautiful shoulder. Let it trickle into your back, down your sides. Stuff works, I'm telling you. Take the hands forward. Let's lower down onto our stomachs. Forearms down. Been doing a lot of these. The Sunday morning or Saturday morning cartoon stretch. Press into the elbows, forearms. Drop the shoulders back. If you like, single leg kicks, a classic Pilates move where you do 2 kicks. First kick, you point the foot. Second, you flex. Loosen up the quads and the hamstrings as you open up your posture. There we are. Keep your posture. You want it to give off confident, happy, energy. With cell phones and stuff, everything's like down so low, it looks like sadness. Where years ago, before cell phones, I always think about this, if someone was sitting like this, hunched over, it means they were very sad about something. So now it's kind of the norm with people, when they look at a screen, to get that sad position. So I like to stand tall, keep my shoulders back and down, my breath is open. Definitely helps me throughout my days. Where your body goes, your mind's going to go. Where your mind goes, your body goes. Can't detach them. All right, hands are on the shoulders, cobra. Add a pulse. You're going to exhale down, stretch out that spine. Inhale, lift. Opening up your breath opens up everything else. Gives you energy, focus. Also, you get those deep breaths. It gives you light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. You really need that. As the oxygen moves through the bloodstream, through the body, energizing, making you feel more alive. If you like, come all the way up into a beautiful up dog and then lower down, elbows hugging the ribs. Excuse me, I burped. Excuse you for what? Oh, this feels good. Feels good Feels good to get out here again and talk to y'all. Or talk to myself, whatever it is. We do what we have to do, right? Stretch. You want to feel that blood flowing. All right, little twist. Doing an open house over there. It's called the Reality Home. You want to know a little secret? Our house is actually pending here in Florida. We're going to be leaving Florida in the next 4 to 6 weeks, probably. If you've been following my social media a little bit, you might know where we'll be in Wisconsin for sure, but also another state. Stay tuned for that. And I'd love to start doing some live classes. Down dog. Oh, thank you. Hey, walk the legs. Lots of breath. Enjoy the breeze. Breeze is a wonderful thing, especially in Florida. Keeps us cooler. Blows away the gators from the shore. Rounding the back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Little half ripple. Feels so nice on my spine. Two more. Take the feet a little wider. Hold it for 7 breaths. Down dog. Move as you wish. Every breath becomes more successful than the last. Fill and empty those beautiful lungs. All right. Take the right leg forward. Pigeon. You gotta do some pigeon. Do pigeon every night. Slide that left leg back. Position yourself. Keep it up here. Or slide down. Whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna lay a pigeon guilt trip on you. Siree Bob. Massage everything. Breathe. Think about the beach. In the next few days, I'm going to go back on my YouTube channel and find the video, the very first video that Addie appeared on. Back in 2012. Got her in January of 2012. She was 7 weeks old and she weighed nothing. I could hold her in my hand. Oh, that's a good stretch. 2 more breaths. Something about Addie, another thing about Addie, while I got you here, is she never liked going for walks, even as a puppy. She'd only walk well when you would turn back and her compass knew that she was going back towards the house or the car. Then she would swagger. She'd walk really fast. All right, other side, pigeon. But yeah, not a walking dog. She's a rescue dog. We only get rescues. She was a part golden field spaniel in the face and a little poodle for her butt fro. Now there's something in my eye. Find that pigeon, my friends. Breathe. Take about 6 or 7 deep breaths. She also didn't like to eat all the time. She liked to eat our food, but if you put her dog food down, most of the time she wouldn't even go near it. I have old photos of her too, when speaking of walking, where I would bring out the leash and she would walk to the back of the house and just stand back there. People didn't believe us. And also, we crate trained her and she hated her crate. Like, she was a demon dog in her crate. She never liked it. She flipped out. I have audio of it. It's quite scary. It sounds like an exorcism. So we just took her out. She never liked it. All right, my friends, let's wheel it around, shake out the arms and the legs. Those ducks are still out there. Okay, let's come down onto our backs. You feeling good? Feeling better? Good, that's why I'm here, right? We all come into it feeling and looking better, giving a lot of hope. Take that left leg down, right knee into the chest. Woo! Now extend this leg up as much as you're comfortable with. Head up or head down, put a pillow, and take this leg back and forth. One of my favorites. Woo. And then when you're ready, the grand twist all the way over. Relax down. Get the sun out of my eyes. Reach this arm out if you like, or grab this foot. Take 5 deep breaths. Let everything release. Oh, that sun feels good, doesn't it? They know in Wisconsin and the Midwest just got a big snowstorm. Doesn't matter if the calendar says spring. We got our biggest snowstorms in April in Colorado. In fact, the day we put an offer on our Florida house 3 years ago was the day we got a few feet of snow up in Evergreen. Oh, all right, my friends. Other side, other side. Either these are really short pants or they're long shorts. There's a turkey. All right, take this leg up, back and forth. See if the turkey comes over. A few weeks ago, I was filming on the stage over there, and a bunch of them they're actually really friendly, which isn't good. It means people are feeding them, which you don't want to do. You don't want to get comfortable with them. You want them to stay, keep a distance. That's healthy in nature. Nobody bugs anybody. All right, take it over. There we are. Arm out if you like. Make something extraordinary happen here. It could just be a few breaths and your body can release. That could translate into more than just a physical release. It could be mental, it could be spiritual. You just never know with these movements. But you gotta move every day. Check out my channel every day. I got over 1,000 videos on here. And there's always something. Body weight, anywhere, anytime. Stretch at a 5-star resort or is there such a thing? Or out in a field. Oh. All right, bring those knees in. Rock them side to side. Oh, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, take those deep breaths. You want to take this feeling with you everywhere, my friends. Thanks so much for doing the stretch with me. Thank you extra if you watched the video at the beginning. It means a lot to me and this channel and what I do. So thank you. And as always, if this helped, click that like button, subscribe to never miss a workout, and click that notification bell. And as I said earlier, if you like, leave a comment below on your favorite Addie memory, whether in person or on the videos. That should be pretty fun. For me, I would say everything, but the best memory I ever have of Addie was when we first picked her up at PetSmart. She was part of a litter of 7, and we went in there, and I had to go outside to get something out of the car, maybe her leash or something. I came back in, and my wife was holding her. She's like this big, and Addie was a little shy. She didn't like her collar. She kept scratching. I have video of all this. I was very good at doing the videos, and brought her home. She was great. My sister was visiting. We always talk about this, and she said, "Can I come over and see the puppy?" And she came over, and we have video of Addie running back and forth in the park across from our street in Celebration, Florida. And just a little girl. I'm so glad my sister was videotaping that and took some photos, because we got that. And then that night, everything was great, but that night, we put her in her kennel, and she flipped out. God bless her. All right, my friends, we'll see you real soon. Thank you.